Hello again, how's it going? Welcome back to Elliot Extra. It's been a while since I've done, well, anything on YouTube, but Elliot Extra has been a long time as well. The last thing which I uploaded was the speed drawings for Lerp 2, which it was a while ago, I must say. So I thought, as I'm bringing back my current channel, my main channel, I may as well bring back my extra channel as well. I'm also bringing back Elliot Games, so you know, it's next Duck Life series is continuing on Monday, I think. Yes, it is. So, as the rest of the channels are getting attention, I thought I should give this one a bit of attention as well. May as well. Gives me something to do. So, today, I'm just going to go a quick run through of the... Oops, sorry, Bandicam Captures was showing in shot there. I do apologise. Unless you can't see it for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not sure how the capturing system on Bandicam works. Probably did. But I'm just going to run quickly through the name of the Doctor video thing which I did, my return video. I'm back! Extravaganza epicness. And just point out some things which you might not have noticed in it. Because there is a lot of stuff packed into this video. So, yeah, let's just go through it. So, this, of course, the original British vlogger, I was actually quite happy with this. I couldn't get the text effect, which I wanted in Sony Vegas, which is the software which I use. So, instead, I created that image in Adobe Photoshop, and then brought it in, and then applied the effect of the light panning over it on top. That effect I used in various different ways for lighting the scenes throughout this entire video. So yeah, what's the actual effect called? I'll tell you that. It is bump map. There we go. You know that now, you editing people. If anyone wants to use Sony Vegas, use bump map for the lighting things. I've used it a lot in this, for every single shot pretty much, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that was done in Photoshop. Then this shot was the first shot which I did of the entire thing. Because I knew exactly what I needed to do with this shot. Me open a door. That's all I needed to do. And I literally just thought of this idea out of the blue. I should probably explain why I came up with it, really. Although I could probably do that later on. Yeah, I'll do that later on because the reasoning comes later. So... yeah, first shot was me opening the door because I knew that was the easiest shot to do. You may not have noticed this, but I added a slight movement of the camera in post-production. As you can see, if I open this up, that shows the movement of... I'm pointing there, presuming you can see my finger, but you can't. But that square with the F in the middle of it, that's the frame. And that's the movement of the image. I didn't think of putting that in first, and it's something which I've learned during the process of making this video, doing movement like that in post-production, because it makes everything seem a lot more professional when you put a bit of camera movement to it. It's ridiculous. But if you have a still frame, then it's just like, oh, some person put a camera there, and then they film themselves. Whereas if you put movement to the camera, your mind sort of slightly tricked into thinking, oh, somebody must be moving the camera then, when it's not the case. I've just done it later. It was just sitting there with a tripod. But yeah, and there's quite a few layers of effects posted on top of this. I'm going to do a lot of talking in this, I do apologise. But I really just want to talk about it because I put a lot of time into this. So there's a couple of why is the chroma key there? Oh, chroma key's not doing anything. Okay, fair enough. Oh no, that's for the top layer. Never mind. Sorry, selected the wrong thing. Right. You can tell I planned this video out. So I did apply a bit of bump map to this the effect which I was talking about earlier, just to give a bit of lighting, but I wasn't 100% sure. So, and when I'm not 100% sure about it, I tend to remove it. The thing was, the original shot within the trailer, the Doctor Who trailer, was very dark. And he was basically silhouetted when he stepped out of the TARDIS, and I really wanted to get that. Hence the fact that you can see in the background that I actually turned on one of my film lights in the background, so I tried to get the background as light as possible. But I've never done backlighting before, so I'm learning, alright? So, yeah, I tried to make it as dark as possible, but I didn't really like how dark it was in the original trailer. It was fine, but just for my style, everything's quite light. And while I did want to make this trailer as dark as possible, I'm not really a dark channel. I'm not really a dark kind of content kind of thing. So I tried to keep it so it wasn't completely embedded in shadow, if you know what I mean. And I added a bit of colour balance over top of this just to make it slightly bluey, because the bluey in the original trailer had to be applied, because otherwise that's the original footage. Yeah. The more you know. This, not much to it. A close-up of my eye. I stuck a massive film light in front of my face. These things, which I'm using to film this with. I just stuck one in front of my face. Zoomed in with my camera. I held the camera up in front of me. Did I actually? Yeah, I did. You can see camera movement there. So yeah, I held the camera up in front of me because that was the best way of getting the closest shot, and zoomed in as much as I can. Simple shot there. Is there anything else? No. I really like it when the eye opens. That's just the most cinematic effect ever. I'm going to use that again at some point in some kind of epic film because I really like it, but I didn't use it as effectively as I would have liked. So yeah. Another thing as well, the reason why I shot the shot like this was because the original shot from the video trailer showed both of Clara's eyes, and it had the effect of the Doctor's time stream going over her eyes. I didn't have the ability to do that, so I had to find some other kind of cool... I tried to apply some kind of cool thing to the human eyes. It didn't really work out. It looked edited, which I don't really like. So I just decided to... I avoid that as much as possible. So at the end of the day, I just thought, well, the eye does a pretty cool thing when you open it anyway, so I may as well just do that. So, yeah, zoomed in as close as possible. Applied the awesomeness of nature to my video. Saved on special effects efforts. This shot, not much to really report. That green screen which I used for some sections of the video, I didn't use. I actually used a much smaller green screen for this, which is why it's so close up. If you look at the original video, the camera isn't as close up on the characters as it is in this. That's simply because the green screen was literally as big as the frame of the video, so I can get it much further out. But at the end of the day, I do like it quite close up, and the close-upness of it applied to the rest of the video. This is the only shot which I shot in front of that screen, and then I got this prepared to film the rest of it. Yeah, not much to say. Yeah, that shot in the background, no significance. I just googled worn out building, and that's what I got. Oh, another thing, you never guess what's applied to this. This is Bump Map in action right here. The lighting going over both their faces. Bump Map, I love that. I love that effect. Love it to bits. This shot, me editing a video. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I had so much trouble thinking of what I was going to put in the place of the Doctor and Clara looking over. I've even forgotten the name of the place in the episode. It will come to me, but Translaw, there it is. Looking over the planet, which is Translaw. I had a lot of trouble thinking of what I put in that place, but then I thought of this, and this is brilliant because you can see Clara and the Doctor's back of their heads in the video, and it's sort of backlit again, so they're silhouetted basically. And the computer screen actually does a brilliant brilliantly silhouettes you when you sit in front of it and you have none of the lights on. So it's just coincidental, really, that it turned out to be really effective for getting the silhouette. Also, I put a bit of brightness and contrast on it, and colour balance as well to make it a little reddy, because the original shot was very red, obviously. This shot, oh, I know exactly what I want to say about this. There was a spot right on my nose when I filmed this, and I didn't realise it until I rendered it ready to upload, and then I watched it in full HD because I can't preview it in HD because my computer starts lagging. I previewed it in HD and I saw the spot and I was like, man, that detracts so much. One, it looked horrific in HD, and two, it was literally right in the centre of the screen, so your eyes were just drawn to that, and all the editing effects which I'd applied were removed. So I just blurred it out. You'd stop paying attention to the editing effects and just focused on the nose, which was stupid. And then you glanced over everything else which I'd done because of that nose. So I just thought, no, I'm going to blur it out. So I did. Simple. Here we have me in front of a television screen showing the aliens from Sofa in a Spaceship, which is a short film which I did quite a while back. We have Olivia, Kyla, who's that in the bottom left. We have Sky, we have Jake. Who else did we have? Oh damn, I really apologise. I didn't even remember who particularly I had involved in the project until just recently. Sorry, that's my Facebook. I'll find it out and I'll put it on the screen. I do apologise. Who would it have been? Robert! I do apologise, Robert. Oh my gosh. There we go, Robert. Sorry. Sorry, mate. Hi. Sorry, I saw the faces and yeah. Anyway, so Eleanor, Kyla, Robert, Sky and Jake. They were the aliens. Also, Julia was an alien. She was the main alien character, but she was not in that shot, and I wasn't going to be bothered editing her in because that shot of all the screens was pre-edited, so I just kept it because it was a decent enough shot, and I was filming in front of a green screen, and then I also went to the effort of filming my television screen, but it sort of like filming the television screen. You can see in the bottom right that you can see a bit of my wall. Initially, when I first edited it, you could see the frame of the television, but I preferred it when you couldn't see it. So it was a bit of effort moving my entire living room around so I could film it. So wasted time, but I've learned from my mistakes. Also, something which needs to be said. This, by the way, was just as I took some screen captures of my video feed and then pasted them over the top and added some movement. Ta-da! Also, talking about the movement of videos, if I just set this to 16:9 throughout so there is no movement, you will see how slightly boring it is, really. It's fairly dull when it's not moving. It doesn't have the cinematic effect, so I would severely suggest to anyone doing any kind of film, really, especially if you want some kind of dramatic effect, to add a bit of camera movement. And the original trailer had some camera movement, obviously, so nice to have that in there. This, a reference to a really old video which I did, which was I Should Probably Do As I'm Told, where I just span around shouting into an iPod. Probably not my greatest work, but somehow it's part of my YouTube history which I went through, where I just went through a stage of just being mad and not putting much effort into my videos, and that does really affect. In that time, I got pretty good at improvising and learning how to talk non-stop for a long period of time. In fact, I was better at it then than I am now, which those skills apply to my gameplay commentary and to this. and still to the vlogging which I do today, coming up with stuff on the cuff. So, yeah, I felt I needed to mention it. And another reason why I had to do it was because I realised that a majority of my videos were filmed in this office, but this office has been moved around significantly since I recorded a lot of my videos. So if I tried to replicate any of my past videos, I would have to move this entire office around in order to make the scenery as it was. So I wasn't going to do that, so I thought I'd better do some of my outside stuff where I was shouting to a camera, and the closest place where I recorded any videos, apart from the bus stop, was at this field down at the bottom, which is also where I shot some shots from Sofa in the Spaceship. It's a key area of interest for my videos, I must say. This was also the first shot which I did where I had to make a costume change. Because so far, I kept it consistent where I was wearing this shirt throughout the entire video. And so it was my character travelling through time. But this shot, I had to get out my old coat, which is still here, actually. Still here. My old coat. It's really short on me now, as you can see in the video. And the old green shirt. So I was wearing exactly the same stuff as I wore in the original video. And I even filmed myself while I was doing that, and I remembered the lines, sort of. So I could just actually reenact it. So that was fun. And the weird thing about doing that, though, was because when I initially did it, I got rather sick when I spun around in circles. But the first time I did it, I only had to do one take. This I had to do about 5 takes, which messed up my head so much. As you can probably guess, I did my first shot as the me character, my present day character, before I spun around a lot in circles and got very dizzy. Yeah. Yeah. That was good fun to do that, I must say. It was good reliving past things, just spinning around in those woods. Oh, another thing which I have to mention, the original time which I filmed this video, it was in the autumn. And all the leaves had fallen off. And I only realised when I was editing it, when my dad mentioned it, wasn't it autumn when you filmed that video? Wasn't there no green? And then I remembered, I was just like, I thought it was a bit overgrown in comparison to what it was. Yeah. So so at the end of the day, the continuity errors, which I was scared of if I filmed in my office, were replicated when I went outside and tried to do it there as well. So, oh well, what can you do? And filters, I just added a darken filter, which is in levels, which does that, which makes it a whole lot moodier. Wonderful. And also, obviously, a bit of camera movement. Camera movement rocks. Right, what else have we got? This shot! I love this shot. This, again, was a lot of fun to do because I hadn't done that for 2 years. I also put on some clothes, which I haven't worn for 2 years. Worn for 2 years. It was a lot of fun doing that, I must say. And again, I recorded that just for old time's sake. I'll probably upload them at some point, because why not? There's not much really to say about this one, to be honest, apart from the fact that looking through it at a slow speed, you can actually see some lines where it's been edited together. But let's not bring those up. No, nothing really to say apart from the fact that this is the only shot where the button on my shirt is undone. Continuity error. Oh dear. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Apart from the fact that something cool, I guess. The iPod, which is in shot. I didn't initially intend to have that in shot. I just put it there in order to record me doing it for old time's sake, like I said. But when I came into editing, I realised that I could use the cookie cutter, which is the tool which I used, to select my time travelling version of me, but also to leave in the iPod. So I was really happy when the iPod was right next to Time Traveling Me, which was the other side of the screen of Past Elliot. Which the reason why I was happy with that was because when things are edited together, you can normally tell, right, that Elliot's on that side of the screen, the other Elliot's on the other side of the screen, therefore there's a split down the middle. But when you have the past and the future, and then the past there, then it kind of merges it all together, if you know what I mean. So it's all kind of in the same place. Yeah. Next one. I actually wasn't happy with this shot when I initially made it. Don't know why, because it was fairly not cinematic in comparison to this shot and this shot and this shot. But at the end of the day, it works well because it's a climax to the time traveling thing. Also, those clothes are really small on me now. I felt really stupid wearing them, but I had to for continuity purposes. Yeah. This shot, this was actually the last shot which I filmed throughout the entire process. Yeah, not much to say. I filmed these separately, so me in front of a green screen, and then the clock. Filmed the clock under various lighting conditions, and then added loads of filtery things over the top of it throughout the entire process. So yeah, just levels, just I darkened it there. Yeah. Right, so I did mention earlier the reason why I made this video. The reason why I did it was Clara travelled through her time stream to the past, but for a Doctor's time stream, in order to save his future. So when I was thinking I want to make YouTube videos again, I was looking through my past videos to see how what I did with my past videos, my successes, my failures, what got views, what didn't get views, what did I enjoy, what didn't I enjoy, and why all those things happened. So this is why I chose to do this video, was because I was looking through my the history of my channel, and then basically thinking how could I do that better, and then I did it better. The editing in Sofa in a Spaceship, that's better than the film. This, it has production value, unlike the original video. This, it's well lit and shiny. It's improvements on all fronts. So it's basically just thinking how could I improve the original videos. Yeah, there's meaning behind this stuff. I was inspired by actually doing that, looking through my past videos in order to think of how I could improve in the future. And this is of course the reference to the I Hate Clocks video, which a lot of people remember for some reason. It's actually, I watched it again when I was editing this, and it was actually, I thought it was quite a good video. Terribly lit. I would have edited a lot of stuff out if I did it again. But, and of course my enthusiasm, I spoke very quietly, whereas now if I want to express a point in a video, then I'll just shout it, because I don't care about being heard anymore, because everyone knows I make YouTube videos. So yeah. Oh, the scream in this shot. Right, I was filming this late at night, so I had to be quiet. So I didn't actually scream, I just put my hands over my ears and just made some facial expressions and thought, oh, I'll record something later. But later that night, I wanted to get it done. And then I remembered I've actually recorded a screen recently for a project which I'm working on with my good friend Stein, which is a YouTube animation network called Sadweek Studios, and we're making an animated web series. I will inform you more about this in the future, but I'm doing some voice acting for it, for one of the lead characters, and my character basically has to, both the main characters in episode 1 just have to give a really long scream, and I recorded that scream and I just thought, heck, I've got that, so I may as well use it. So you will hear that scream again, trust me, that exact scream. The more you know. Little bits of information. Right, coming soon. This is a video which I recorded of me unboxing T. Michael Martin's latest book, an amazing book called The End Games. I should sincerely, is that the right word? I really suggest you go read it. He can use English much better than I can, and he's American, so you know that's saying something. He also has a YouTube channel, T. Michael Martin. Go check him out. He's really good. Yeah, that I could talk about this for ages, but basically this video, I'm not sure if I'm going to upload it because when I filmed it, the beginning of it was blurred, but I'm still going to review his book, but I'm not sure if I'm going to post the unboxing to my main channel as part of the video. I don't know yet. This was filmed when I was in front of another small green screen. Oh, it was the same small green screen as I filmed with that one. Yeah, all I can say with that. This gap, I wasn't initially sure if I was going to leave it blank. Well, I didn't intend to leave it blank. I actually intended to fill that space, but I couldn't actually think of anything to fill it with. But it left on a bit of it blacked out on a very suitable part of the music. So I just thought, heck, I'll just not fill it in, and it will be there for the darkness will be there for dramatic purposes. This is a shot from LERP episode 2. You can see the speed drawing of that on Elliot Extra. There's a playlist of my behind the scenes videos for LERP. Go check that out, please. This is for the Super Shark Evil Eagle tag video, which the World of the Orange created. A tag thing, which people do. And that, I thought that was an epic shot. So I put that in there. In fact, this shot and the eagle shot are from the same video, but it looks different, so I put them together. This is from probably the next vlog you will see, or maybe the vlog after. It's about Doctor Who. Brilliant. I actually really like that video. It's simple but good. This shot, right, we're away from that now. Oh, one last thing. How long have I been recording for? 30 minutes. This is a 30-minute long video. Worth it. Love doing this stuff. The coming soon, the text. My favourite font is Arial. But my dad considers it very common. So he convinced me to change just this font from Arial to what even is it? I don't know. Tahoma. So I did. But the end sequence where it says coming soon, I kept that as Arial because I like it. This shot, I had a lot of time thinking about it, and I didn't really intend for there to be much meaning behind it initially. Well, I wanted there to be meaning behind it, because I wanted to reintroduce the Great Intelligence character, which we saw earlier on in the video, that one. But I didn't know how. So I edited this shot mainly, and then in the background, this background image, I thought this was quite clever. I put the YouTube Creator Hub reception in London. So basically, the idea is that this character, you can tell this entire thought process was very organic. This character is basically the side of me which is trying to stop me from making videos. The almost procrastinating kind of side of me. It's trying to scare me. Don't make videos. So he's guarding YouTube HQ, the Creator Hub. As in, don't come here, don't come to YouTube. Yeah, it's kind of deep, but I overcome him from my office, and this is a shot, and that is a shot. That's all I really have to say for that. Oh, and something which I should mention. This, in the original video, the trailer, Clara, there's a shot of Clara looking back at River, then a shot of River, and then a shot of Clara looking, walking into the time wiggle, to the doctor's schism, time schism, whatever it's called. So I tried to do that, but at the end of the day, cinematically, it just worked better to just open on the River character, this version of me. and then go to me in front of a camera. Because throughout the entire video I tried to match every single aspect of the editing. Every shot I tried to match in some way, shape or form, although I did deviate in a couple of areas, but I tried to keep the timing exact. But with this I changed it because I thought it was better, for the sake of the video. Creative license, everyone. And this camera, I haven't got it with me, but that is the stunt camera, because as you can probably see in the background, that's my actual camera. There we go. Canon EOS 60D, in case you're wondering. But I used to film videos on that thing. I forget what it is, but it's my dad's old camera. And the only purpose I use it for now is as a stunt camera, to appear as a camera in videos. It appeared in Sofa in a Spaceship as the camera which Jess used to film the entire film. And even though I actually used Jess's camera at the time, because it was a HD camcorder, to film the entire film. And then I didn't even have my own decent camera at the time, so you can see what I was working with. And now I've used it again, so I could probably keep using it as a returning thing. Just, this is my camera. Yeah, even though it isn't. You would not be able to get these kind of pictures on that thing. Trust me. If you want to know what it's like, my Wii U reaction video, that's the video quality which you can expect from that camera. It's appalling by modern standards. It was appalling by the time. I think I broke it somehow. I'm not sure how, but it sucks. And this shot, not really anything to say. I just filled it. Film me clicking on the upload, and then it did it. And that's in place of Clara walking into the time squiggle. And then I added this effect instead of the flash which happened when she walked in. And also in the top left corner you can see the Dungeons and Dragons map which we used for the original LERP recording for LERP the animated series. I still have it on my favourites on my bar because I'm lazy and I don't want to move it, and for nostalgia purposes I don't want to remove it, so it's staying there and you can see it in the video. I'm back. Yes, brilliant. New videos every Thursday. The reason why I'm doing new videos every Thursday was in a very old video. I tried to commit to every Thursday and I failed. I really want to succeed at doing that now, so I'm going to make videos every Thursday. Deal with it! Some people were suggesting you should upload them on Sundays or Saturdays, because people are home at then and they have nothing to do. So people will be able to watch YouTube videos, and I'm just like, no, Thursdays. The most random day of the week, Thursdays. It's not even a Friday or a Monday or anything significant. It's a Thursday. Why? Because a version of me because 15-year-old me just said I'm going to upload every Thursday, and then I never did, so I'm going to do it again as 17-year-old me. Providing everything goes according to plan, that's again a joke on the previous approach to, trying to create a schedule. It never worked out, which it probably won't, obviously, because Thursdays are cursed, but we can live in hope. Fingers crossed that we will actually do this. I will actually upload every single day. Every single Thursday, rather. Not every single day. Not going to do that yet. Maybe one day, but not today. And of course I put a really quick flash of fingers crossed, because I was crossing my fingers. And I needed to put something at the end to say like, comment, subscribe and stuff. And I don't like telling people to comment, really, unless I ask them some kind of question like, do you like vegetables? Then that gives them a reason to comment. Do you like vegetables? Comment. Do you like them? But so I asked for like and share, because liking and sharing really helps out. Likes help you get... likes promote how good your video is in the eyes of YouTube, the YouTube search engine, and how it suggests you in comparison, my videos in comparison to other people. It's more likely to suggest my video if it has a lot of likes. And sharing, obviously, it brings more people to the channel. And the more people who see it, the more people like it. And the more views which I get, and possibly the more subscribers I get. I also don't ask for subscribers because I think that if people want to subscribe, then they will subscribe. Although I do that on Elliot Games. Elliot Games is the exception. I don't know why. It's just always been that way. Don't ask. I also put the clock noise in the background because, and I put an echo, which my dad helped me do actually because my dad used to work in radio, so I applied that echo over the top of it, just to make it sound really mysterious and ghosty. So it's kind of like a psychotic clock in the background, which I want to use again. I want to do a short film about clocks. I don't know how or what the plot will be, but I'm gonna do it at some point. Maybe, I don't know. I might think of something better. But it was an idea which I had years ago after doing the I Hate Clocks video. But after doing that effect with the psychotic clock tick-tock noise, I'm really convinced that I need to do it now. So yeah, that's the entire video. Thank you very much for watching this. Sorry it's been a long one. If you watched it all the way through to the very end, well done. Thank you very much. If you did, then like it because blimmin' heck, to be honest, I don't even want to ask you to do that because you watched all the way through it. You watched me rambling for long enough, so I'm not going to ask you to do it anymore. But likes, of course, would be appreciated, as I just said. And comment below. Tell me if you like vegetables. The first video on Elliot Extra since my YouTube-wide reboot. That's brilliant. Hope you liked it. If you do, I might do more behind-the-scenes stuff like this. Please let me know if you do. I like doing it anyway because it's a lot of fun. And I like talking about stuff like this because I put a lot of thought into it, so may as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all once again in the future. Goodbye!